Hey everyone! Do you want to level up your mind and life? This is Science Up, where psychology meets science to give you real hacks that work. Do you ever feel like you're not liked as much as you want to be? It can be tough to understand why some people just seem more likable than others. But the good news is that it's all in your head. There are certain psychological tricks that can make you instantly more likable to those around you. And once you know them, you can start using them too. From body language to facial expressions, we'll teach you how to become the most likable person in any room. So sit back and relax and get ready to learn 5 psychological hacks that make you instantly more likable. Number 1, the chameleon effect. Have you ever noticed how some people can blend into any crowd? They take on the attitudes, behaviors, and even appearance of those around them, making them instantly likable and trustworthy. This phenomenon is known as the chameleon effect or the mirror neuron system. By mimicking the body language, facial expressions, and even speech patterns of those around us, we create a sense of rapport and connection. It's like wearing a friendly mask that makes people feel comfortable and at ease in your presence. But it's important to do this subtly and not in an extreme or obvious way. Just take on some of their body language cues and mirror their energy levels. For example, if they're sitting with their legs closed, you can do the same. Or if they're speaking in a low tone, match their volume. But remember, it's all about balance. Don't overdo it by trying to be someone you may not, or people will feel that you may being fake or insincere. Number 2, the halo effect. Have you ever met someone who was so attractive that you just couldn't help but like them? You might have thought, they're just so beautiful. There's no way they could be a bad person. Well, it turns out that you're not alone. In fact, psychologists have studied this phenomenon and have found that it's called the halo effect. It happens when our overall impression of a person, usually based on their appearance, influences how we perceive their other traits. For example, if we meet someone who is physically attractive, we tend to assume that they are also kind, intelligent, and trustworthy. And it works the other way around too. If we meet someone who is physically unattractive, we may assume that they are also unkind, unintelligent, and untrustworthy. So if you want to be more likable, you need to work on your appearance. Now, it's not just about being conventionally attractive. It's about presenting yourself in a way that is neat, clean, and put together. It shows that you care about how you look and that you're making an effort to be attractive. For example, wearing a nice outfit, having good hygiene, and smiling often. Number 3, the similarity bias. Have you ever noticed that you get along better with some people than others? You might realize that it's because they share some similarities with you, like having the same interests, values, or opinions. Psychologists call this the similarity bias, which means that we tend to like people who are similar to us more than those who are different from us. And it makes sense. We tend to get along with people who share our beliefs and values because it is easier to relate to them and feel like they understand us. We also tend to trust people who are similar to us more because we assume that they have our best interests at heart. So if you want to be more likable, you need to find ways to connect with people on a deeper level by understanding their beliefs and values and finding common ground. One way to do this is to ask questions and actively listen to what people say. Another way is to share your own beliefs and experiences in a way that is open and honest. Number 4, the liking gap. Have you ever noticed how people seem to like you more when you're doing something for them? Psychologists peg this as something called the liking gap, where we tend to like people more when we do them favors than when they do us favors. And it makes sense. When we do something for someone, we tend to feel a sense of ownership and responsibility for them. We want them to succeed and feel good about themselves because it reflects well on us. So if you want to be more likable, you need to find ways to give back and help others. One way to do this is to do small favors for people, like buying them a coffee or helping them with a project. Another way is to simply be there for people when they need you, like listening to them vent or being there for them during a difficult time. Number 5, the principle of proximity. Have you ever noticed that you get along better with the people you see more often? Maybe it's the classmate you sit next to or the coworker you chat with at lunch. Proximity, or how close we are physically to other people, has a big impact on whether or not we like them. In fact, studies show that we're more likely to become friends with people we see regularly, even if we don't have much in common. So if you want to be more likable, you need to put yourself out there and get close to other people. One way to do this is to go to places where you're likely to meet new people, like parties, social events, or even the gym. Another way is to strike up conversations with people you don't know, like the person standing next to you in line or the new kid in class. Being likable isn't about being fake or putting on a persona. It's about understanding the psychology of human interaction and using it to your advantage. By following these 5 psychological hacks, you can become more likable and make lasting connections with those around you. So go out there and give it a try. You never know who you might meet. If today's hack inspired you, please like the video and subscribe to Science Up, because your next level of potential starts here.